I don't have to leave. It's not your property.
So I came across this video of these guys that go and search down like abandoned buildings and things like that. And they happen to come across one that they went a couple months prior to, but now it is overrun again by people that are part of Antifa, allegedly. So I figured with Antifa being a hot topic right now, we could get an in-depth look of what's going on inside of one of their headquarters or whatever it is that they call it, nesting grounds. And both of these guys put out a video of the same day of them going through together. So what I've went through and done is I've taken the video of the prior account where it's empty and been cleaned out, and I've taken both of their POVs and I've kind of made an entire mix of it all. So I really hope you enjoy. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get to the video. Man, I would have already suspected this place smelled like trash, but then you add literal trash in the corner. Man, that place probably smells like a lot of regret. You definitely can tell that they've already decorated. Very heroin den-esque, and the criminal damage saves lives really gives it that homey vibe when you come in. You cannot tell me people that are not completely fucked up on drugs lives in this place. It looks like they have kiosks set up for what you need, and the sign on the floor, tops, bottoms, switches, we all hate snitches. It's crazy because he's not forced to wear that outfit, but really it's because here, I'll flash back to what this room looked like before. It's not even the same. He's coming in from the top view so you can see down, but like they've only been in there about a month, as he said in the video, and it's totally transformed. They set up all their shops, literally set up shop in this bitch. They even set up a reception area over by the door. It's insane. Look at it now. A literal reception area with tickets that I can only assume are for a 50-50 draw. Proving they're coordinated. We have to be careful, but it's still insane that they just like built a reception area in this abandoned building. And I'm not gonna lie, that writing on the wall's pretty gay. And I can tell that they spent most of their money on the entranceway, because once you start going in, it's a lot more dilapidated. Here's before, and when he was in there before, they didn't have power. Like, even the workers didn't have power. Everything's turned off. So how do these people now that are squatters all of a sudden have the lights turned on in the building? And money to renovate and to put up all of these giant signs. Like this one, all prisoners are political. Or the one that he's going under now, missile to the moon. This is starting to look like a pretty fancy hobo squatter camp. And Tepe, you didn't even get close to spelling here. If the electricity's on, that means it's in someone's name. Someone should check into who's funding this project. What's that sign say at the end of the hall? No justice from a racist court. And a seahorse. Aw, man, that's not a symbol for something, is it? I hope not. Seahorses, don't drag them into this. But at least they have a disabled toilet. That's kind of nice. Wait a minute, what the fuck? What kind of homeless squatters have enough access to things to have a designated disabled toilet? They even have live music playing with crew only access to certain sections. They also have a really shitty gym tucked in the back corner next to the first aid room. It's tucked in the corner. I mean, it's a gym. At least they can say they have one. It's more than I can say. I don't have a gym. But after seeing the condition of their facilities, I'm not worried about getting in a fist fight with them, because they definitely don't use their gym. They even have a complimentary snack bar with free condoms and hand sanitizer. And if you're into traveling with Antifa, you can squat in Sheffield or you can squat in Leeds. There's availabilities at both places. Pinned on the bulletin board next to the disabled toilet. What an insane setup they have in this place. Well, I mean, now I feel like they're not spending any money on the disabled toilet, but there is one there. They're not lying. This shit looks like if people played video games way too much and just didn't want to work. So what do? You just congregate inside of a warehouse randomly when they should have got a job. But now he's going up into that top area where I showed you earlier where he walked out. Here's the opposite doorway. So you're going to see him coming through that doorway you're looking at now. So this is the room on the other side of that doorway, and it's totally lights on, cleaned up, ready to go now. It's crazy. You saw just a second ago, the room was completely dark. There's no lights, nothing was on, and the construction people are in the building in the previous video. So if there was power, it would have been on when they were there. Because let's be real, there's no construction worker that's gonna work harder if he has electricity to make his life easier. Even the old front door, they put a bunch of locks on so you can't get in from the outside. You have to go in the back door. The door was open the month prior when he went and snuck in. So since going into the building, they have now locked up the door. They have notes saying not to put the bolt on that door. They have another one to make sure the door is shut at all times, and both are from security. This place has security. And they have also done it to other areas in the building. They boarded up the stairs so you can't get down them because they want to separate areas off inside. More propaganda all over the walls. And I am believing that this has to be Antifa because there's Antifa symbolage all throughout this building. I'm just not going to reference it because I don't condone or promote or anything to do with them. So if you want to pause the video at any time to see something or look at the walls, you're welcome to it, but I'm not doing that. Now they're going back down the stairs that were the crew access stairs to go back into that area with the seahorse and the disabled toilet. This is just like the home base. All the random NPCs gather. That's what's going on. It's the NPC update center. Because if not, if you have money to provide all of this stuff in this really shithole building, why don't you just go get a regular place and live a regular life instead of living like a drug addict? With stupid shit like bring back the guillotine on the fucking wall. Like, why would you choose to live like this? It looks like an absolutely disgusting way of life. I bet you the place smells horrific. Like, absolutely horrific. Hot garbage mixed with sweaty nutsack and badussi. Then probably stale alcohol and old piss. I will say, I give credit to these men that are just walking through here because they are in the belly of the beast right now. They are literally walking around the brainwashed weirdos. The people that choose to live in this condition, you're just weird and strange to me, and I'm allowed my opinion. You seem like the type that would pay a cam model and then think she's your friend. You're probably also the same ones that allow the niche markets like selling jars of bathwater. Like, honestly, if you made it this far in the video and you enjoyed it, you should go to their channels. I'll put the links of both the videos in the description so that you guys can at least go and subscribe to them. But you should go through and look at the video more in depth if you would like to, because there's a lot of messed up stuff on the walls and I just don't want to put it on my channel. Like this one right here. Smash patriarchy. Be criminals. Do gay. Or maybe the one that may be the most hypocritical one that's in the entire building. And it just goes to show how brainwashed and dumb they are. They have Jews for Palestine and Jewish Antifa hooligans. Are you guys fucking stupid? Well, I mean, I don't have to ask that question. We know the answer to that. And then it says, you think this is bad? You should see what's, and I'm assuming next is below that. But I really don't think it can get any worse than that. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just let them go over there? Like, I don't get how people would want to live in this condition. Like, they are choosing to live here. They have to be on drugs. The only time I've ever seen people choose to live in this state and condition was either they were suffering from a mental illness of some sort, or they were under the influence of some hard drugs and they weren't even really fully aware of their surroundings. And I'm leaning to the one where they're all under the influence. But after a little bit, this guy ended up overstaying his welcome because they started to apply pressure to him for filming inside.
I am leaving. I've done it now. I've only came up here to film what I filmed a couple of months ago. So no need with the attitude. None of you should be here anyway. So you want to start like that? We'll start like that.
We asked you to stop. We asked you to stop. You refused to stop and talk to us.
No, I was talking to you. I'm not being aggressive. But you aren't stopping me from coming in here either.
You can understand why it's difficult because we don't know who you are.
Well, I don't know who.
Holy shit, now they're coming out of the woodworking twins. Bro better run. I saw their gym. They don't have a treadmill. He's got the upper hand.
No, that's fine. You don't have to know who I am. I don't know who you are. I'm just saying, it's just like when you come in filming, we don't know who you are. We just want to check. We're not trying to beat you. It's alright. It's not an issue.
So we know that you're lying to us.
Yeah?
About that, and that's not good.
Right, show me out. Show me out now.
That's what you're going to say. You're going to say you have to leave.
Yeah, come on. Is it this way?
Can you help us out?
We're not trying to cause shit, man. We just want to check who you are.
And you're saying I'm lying. I'll show you in a minute.
Don't forget, this is an abandoned building these people are kicking him out of because he's there. he has the same amount of right as all of them. I think personally, places like this are just people that are lost in life, and they see a group of people, so they congregate towards that to have some kind of comfort because they don't have comfort in their life. And no, I'm not trying to justify anything. I'm just stating a fact of the mindset of the people that the organizations like Antifa go after. They go after the people that are vulnerable and after the ones that are weak. Pry on whatever it is that keeps you in that corner. So they'll give you drugs. They'll give you a dirty, moldy couch in the corner and call it a bed. They'll give you condoms so you can these STD-filled dirty girls that haven't showered in 3.5 months. That's exactly why next to the condoms there's a test kit. That's not to get your GED. I highly doubt these people, well, you know what, it could be COVID. They probably are like 17 times vaxxed. And through this entire video, I never saw a shower. I saw everything else pretty much but a shower. The crazy thing is most of these people are so manipulated. Had anything that could motivate hate from within their soul brought out of them, everywhere they look is just propaganda, and it's horrible propaganda too. And they're probably so manipulated that they don't ask the right questions, so they have no idea who's actually in control, and they're just going along for the ride, doing whatever to keep going. Fucking sheeple, that's all they are. Human NPCs, fighting for a cause that they have no idea about, fighting for a side that would literally kill them if they got the chance. And somebody above these people are the ones that are controlling it. Because things like this are planned. And the people at the top, they're not going to let these people know. These are the pawns. And they may be pawns, but they're angry ones that are quick to flip to violence.
Get a fucking light out of our fucking face now!
Like this man that identifies as a woman was quick to flip back to the man role and come after another guy with a chain. Because he's filming in the abandoned building that they're not even supposed to be in.
Get a fucking light out of our fucking face now!
They've made themselves the enemy. And yes, this has happened in the UK, but it's happening in Canada. It's happening in America. It could be happening in my town. It could be happening in your town. But there's one thing you can't, and that's deny that it's happening. They are preying on the weak and the vulnerable and corrupting them and turning them into vigilante soldiers. Although they don't use the gym, but one day they might. And that's what I'm worried about. But go subscribe to these two guys because they gave us an inside scoop that I personally haven't got to see before, and all of you have to admit, they're organized. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, and comment down below if you guys want to see me make more videos like this.